Well, hello friends. Hello. We are doing a Halloween cooking video. I have this one and this one. This one is the unofficial Hocus cookbook. What'd I say? The unofficial. This one is the unofficial Hocus Pocus cookbook. And this one is the official Hocus Pocus cookbook. So, we have some cooking to do, friends. But if you are new here, hello, my name is Ashley Abbott. Welcome to my channel. If you are not, welcome back, friends. But hello, everybody. Hello, hello. We just jump in here. If you are not subscribed, though, and you are enjoying these videos, please think about subscribing. It is free. It helps me out, and it is very encouraging to keep going, to keep making these videos. Whew, breath. That was a lot to say. But we have some cooking to do. I have picked out some recipes. I have made some recipes. So let's get started, friends. So I have a couple recipes that I have already made. I'm going to just pop these little things up there if you can see them. They are little mice, and I believe they are from this cookbook. So this is the official cookbook. I will give you a closer view of these recipes here. But this is from the dessert section. These are called Thackeray Binks Treats. It says, in his life as a cat, Binks has spent years hunting mice down in the old Salem crypts. After all, one does what one must do to survive a Sanderson curse. But there's nothing cursed about these Binks-inspired treats. Perfectly sweetened cherries are dipped in chocolate and topped with almonds to create the most adorable critters that Salem's ever seen. As Danny might say, hunting mice just got a lot more fun. So I will show you here. These are the little treats that I made. These are the little mice that we've already constructed here. I did make this popcorn, which I think is from this unofficial book. I also made a soup that is actually just warming in the oven right now, but it is a pumpkin soup from this one. So I have some little pumpkin seeds to put on that. I made this little caramel popcorn. Aha! Salty, sweet caramel corn. I will show you all of these really quickly, and then I'll give a closer glance to these books. So we did the pumpkin soup and we did the caramel corn from this book. This is the unofficial Hocus Pocus cookbook, and that is by, I'm not even going to say the name. I'll just put it up here because I don't want to butcher anyone's names. And then we did the Thackeray Binks Treats from the official one, and then we are doing, I have it marked, we have a hot chocolate bomb too as well, which the hot chocolate is in one of these books for the drinks, but I just figured we'd do a magical hot chocolate bomb, and what's better than that? I have some milk in here. So yeah, but this comes with this little card that I've been using as like a little place card. But we're gonna do Winifred's Guts for Garter's Squash. So that's this, we are doing this. It is a spaghetti squash, which I have back there in the corner right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right here. I've already cut it. I do need to get like the seeds and guts out. And then we're gonna make the sauce. I have all the ingredients, but I'll just read them off to you real quick. We do a spaghetti squash, which is back there. We need some olive oil, some salt. This calls for Italian sausage, but I just got ground beef. I don't know how much we would want it to just be Italian sausage. Maybe a mixture I could see, but I don't just want all Italian sausage. But if that's what you want to do, I mean, this is the recipe, follow that, do you? But I am using ground beef. And then we need garlic, a jar of red roasted peppers, red pepper flakes, black pepper, tomato paste in the front, tomato sauce, which generally calls for one 15-ounce can. This is obviously more than that. It's probably like 24-ounce can or jar, but this is what we're using. I'll just use the appropriate amount, so probably not all of it. 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. I do have that in the cabinet. And then some Kalamata of olives. So we got all our ingredients. We are going to get cooking. What I need to do first is get the squash in the oven. So I'm gonna transfer some things over here, get my area set up, and I'll see you guys right back here in a minute. Okay, there's not a lot going on yet. I have just emptied this out, cut it in half, emptied it, and then I'm going to put some salt and pepper on it, put some olive oil on it, put it face down on this pan that's right back there, face down, and I'm gonna cook it for about like 25, 30 minutes. These are pretty little. Ones in the past that I've done are much larger, so I might only give like 20, 25 minutes on these, but usually I would do it at 400 for a half hour. So I'm gonna get these going in the oven because they'll need to cook for a little bit, and then I can get everything else going while these are cooking. So I'll see you in a minute. Be right back. I'm just chopping some onions here. This recipe actually doesn't call for onion, but I don't make anything without onion flavor. So if you don't like onion, or you would just want to follow the recipe exactly to the recipe, you do you, but everything I cook usually has onion in a lot of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my meat in the pan, and then I'm going to throw this onion in there, throw this garlic in there, and then we have some other things that we're going to throw in there. I'm actually not one to follow recipes. We just measure with love and everything here, so I'm just gonna skim to see what the recipe actually says, what the directions say. I'm just gonna get this meat going and then get my vegetables chopped, and that's really all we got going, guys. I actually don't like the way this looks when it's like this, so I like to give it a good squeeze with my hands to get it all like together and not brainy looking over the pan. But that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna keep chopping and get everything together. This is a pretty easy dish. If you've ever made spaghetti or spaghetti sauce before, it's really just throwing things in a pot. All right, my meat's on the stove. I'm just giving my hands a quick wash and dry. After handling that meat, we need to have clean hands. All right, so that's good to go. We're just gonna keep chopping while my meat's going. We wanna make sure we are stirring that up a lot though, because we don't want it to be like a big clump. We want it to be small. So I need to make sure that we're stirring that throughout. These are some big cloves, and I think it actually only calls for 4 cloves of garlic. I did 5. Do what you want. I haven't done a cooking video in a while, but you can hear that meat going behind me. But I like to do recipes that are versatile, that you can mold to you, add things that you want, take things out that you don't. You're the one eating it. So I like to do cooking that suits you. So I'm adding an onion. I'm doing a little bit of extra garlic. If you don't want to do an onion, if you don't want to do garlic, just do what you like. All right. If you want it finer, chop it finer. If you don't want it as fine, don't chop it as fine. This is where I'm gonna leave it, and we're gonna call it a day there. And I'm about to add all these things in there. I'm gonna throw my onions and garlic into the pot. And then I'm actually gonna throw my onions in first, let that simmer together for a little bit. And then I'll throw my garlic in at the last minute. We're gonna get some tomato paste in. We're gonna get those peppers in. And then we're just cooking it once we add the sauce. All right, we just put our roasted peppers in. We're just gonna let that cook together for a few minutes before we get our other ingredients in. I have some red pepper flakes here, some black pepper, as you can see, I took these little babies out. They are kind of hot. I'm gonna get this whole jar of sauce in. It doesn't call for that. It calls for a 15-ounce can and then a can of water. But I'm just using this. This is, where is it? 24 ounces. That's what I'm using. This is going to cook for 15 minutes and then we're going to get this plated. I'm going to give this a stir and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, you guys, we are all done. We have our hot chocolate bomb here. This is looking very spooky, very purple, very mysterious. We have our little pumpkin soup back here. Let me see if I can do this without spilling it. I did put some little pumpkin seeds on that. We have our caramel corn, our little cherry and chocolate mice. We have some candy. And then we have our main dish here. Let's see if you can give it a quick look before I spill it. But that is our finished product. That is our finished product on that. It looks very delicious. I can't wait to dive in. But I'm going to be enjoying all these little treats that I've made over in the next video for an ASMR Halloween party. So maybe you'll catch me over there if you want to see me trying these treats. But that is it for today, guys. I hope you had fun cooking this Halloween meal and these Halloween treats with me. I certainly had a good time. I can't wait for Halloween parties this season and all the spooky things. So I hope you guys are having a great spooky season. If you are like me, we are doing all the things. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please think about subscribing if you are not. And that is it for today, guys. I hope everyone is having a safe, spooky season. Of course, have a happy and safe Halloween. And as always, you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And maybe I'll see you next time. Bye!